Hello and welcome. This is, of course, the great and glorious, soon to be famous, one day Nick Dutch back again one more time. Perfectly normal, ordinary person in every possible way. Nothing to worry about. The kind of person you could easily invite around for dinner without people looking at you a bit funnily. Anyway, one of the questions I had recently was, have I had any paranormal experiences recently? Okay, with a question like that, you've got to ask yourself what do you mean by paranormal and what do you mean by recently. My younger days was more heavily dominated by weird things happening. Okay, as I've grown older, they tend to happen less frequently spontaneously. But there have been things caught out of the corner of my eye. Maybe these are shadow people things. Also, on one particular night, I heard my name being said out aloud when I kind of was coming out of dream and into waking state. Some people would interpret that as being presence of guides or presence of spirits. Might be, might not be. Maybe it's someone trying to talk to me, I don't know. As far as astral projections are concerned, there have been some dream experiences which have had some characteristics of astral projections, but no full-blown conscious experience, which was of course a bit disappointing. But these things happen in their own time. Sometimes you can put in more attention, sometimes you have to put in less attention. Obviously, an apology for me not having got videos out more recently, because I've had some emergency dental work and a few other life things going on, so just, chill with that. But what are supernatural or paranormal experiences? I mean, when I attended an online psychic development course during lockdown, just out of curiosity to see what they were doing, see if they were pointing out things ways in which I could do things differently. And I was asked to read upon someone in the circle, so to speak. And this was, of course, someone I'd never met before. And I looked at their image on the Zoom screen, and I told everyone what was coming through to me. And everyone else in the circle gave me a whopping great round of applause, because they'd already had their little ceremonial magic thing in which they were doing all their stuff, and they were doing various different hobbies as well to try and keep the group cohesion together. And I managed to highlight a lot of the interests and hobbies and other things that was going on there, which kind of it's good confirmation for me. All right, this is, when I'm getting these experiences, when I'm getting these thoughts and feelings, that there is something genuine happening there. When I spoke to a client of mine recently, and she's been having weird experiences forever, and we just had to say that there is a genuine force there, but we just don't understand it properly as of yet. I had one evening when I was preparing for bed. I was overtired, I was staring at myself in the mirror, and I suddenly got quite a powerful aura visualization, very similar to the imagery described in the book by Barbara Ann Brennan on spiritual healing. And I did see at least 3 different layers to the energy field, and the chakras were becoming a little bit more present. I couldn't give you an accurate pinpoint description as to what they look like, as a sense of the feeling of the presence, a sense of the color, and some sensory perception, so to speak, of the color itself. So that was interesting and informative. Also, during that particular experience, it's almost like I was more in touch with the energy, and I could shift it as a little bit. It was shifted out to the side, and I kind of brought that back, and I felt able to do that. Why this could come about and why it had happened, I still don't properly know or understand. Maybe it's just being overtired and preparing to go to bed, and my mind is starting to get into more of a slower rhythm. The brain waves are slowing down. And then maybe that was a good, just a good moment when the circumstances were right for me to have that auric perception. What else has happened? Attempts to manipulate energy and move it around myself have been quite interesting experiences, but I'm still trying to work out a method to get a particular specific message through, let's say, the radionic machine to a particular target. But seeing as I have changed in my perspective about these things, it's not like when you're doing your visualization of colors and numbers and symbols and the rest of it, you're taking something from yourself and putting it into an environment. It's like you're trying to turn yourself into a conduit for an existing energy which may possibly exist in the outer world, and then comes into manifestation when you're actually doing your stuff. So it's like you're dialing a number rather than necessarily you taking all your life energy and putting it into the experience. That's the way it seems to be. Whether it is like that or not, again, there's too many questions and not enough answers. So anyway, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I will go back into telling you more about what happened during that rather odd Ouija board seance I did more recently, shortly. And life carries on. So I'll speak to you again soon. God bless you.